Welcome to the $100 MBA Show. Business truths you need to hear every single day with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online over at 100mba.net. And in today's lesson, you will learn why being everywhere can hurt you. When we get started in business, we think we need to be everywhere. We need to be on Twitter. We need to be on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. We need to be podcasting on iTunes. We need to be on YouTube. And the list goes on and on and on. There's this myth that you need to be everywhere. You need to have exposure on every platform. But what if I told you that really can hurt you? And it's not just me who's saying this. There's a lot of experts that will back up this point of view. One that comes to mind, one that I really love reading, love listening to, is a thought leader in the business world, is Seth Godin. And I want to share with you this point of view. I want to share with you how being everywhere is really not the best idea. Instead, you really should go small. You should go niche. You should be on a platform and go all in. And I'll tell you why. I'll explain to you the strategy behind it. And it doesn't mean you can't be on other platforms, but it means that when it comes to your efforts, you should go all in on one, and I'll show you why and how in today's lesson. So let's get down to business. This episode of the $100 MBA Show is brought to you by our friends at HostPapa. HostPapa's powerful web hosting solutions and cloud-based productivity tools are perfect for small business owners, digital entrepreneurs, and freelancers. Go to hostpapa.com/MBA today and use our exclusive promo code MBA and save 15% off their popular shared web hosting packages. That's hostpapa.com/MBA. Most businesses, most entrepreneurs feel like they need to be on as many platforms as possible. So much so their business cards and the footers of their websites are filled with little logos of all the different platforms they're on. Whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it, all right? Everybody's everywhere now. But I'm a believer of the opposite. I really think you need to hone in and focus on one platform, at the very least only a few platforms. Now, full disclosure, we're not on one platform. You know, I have a presence on Facebook, Twitter, and I am a part of the podcasting world on iTunes. And I'm very selective about any new platforms that I would join. That's why I'm not on Instagram, or I haven't joined Snapchat. And those are great platforms. But I have to be selective because I don't have the time to be on everything. The other major argument of not being everywhere is that you have to really have your own niche, your own little dominance in a platform, or I should say on a platform, right? So for example, there are people that just love Twitter. Twitter is their social media. They're not on Facebook. They're nothing else. Twitter is their thing. And they have the people that they follow that they love on Twitter. There's people that are very, very good on Twitter, and they've grown a following on Twitter because they made that effort. They doubled down on Twitter. One of those people that come to mind is Gary Vaynerchuk. He's someone who has over 1 million followers, really, really went to town on Twitter. Now, he's on Snapchat as well and everything else. But if you know anything about Gary, he is not human. He is a robot, right? No, he's not a good example, right? And I think he is kind of the person that a lot of people follow, and I think they need to be everywhere. Now, Gary is very brilliant. He's a very smart guy. But he isn't somebody you really should use as an example. He's exceptional when it comes to the time and energy he has to be on social media, on other platforms. What about content? Now, I really believe you should have your home base of content, your website, whether that's your blog or videos or your opt-ins, you know, your free courses or PDFs. This has to happen because you have to have things on your own website, your own assets, so people can join your email list and you can build your business, right? But let's talk about marketing off your website. Are you going to be the video person on YouTube? Are you going to have a thriving channel? Or are you more interested in podcasting? Now, what a lot of people try to do is they try to double dip. They try to say, hey, I'll run a great video channel on YouTube. I'll make all these great videos, and then I'll just rip the audio and make a podcast out of it. Whenever you work on half-baked projects like a ripped audio and making it into a podcast, you're going to get lukewarm results at best. Because you didn't create the podcast with the intention of making it a podcast, right? This is just audio from a video, and you actually made the video for video, right? There's visuals, you're using your hands and your mouth, and you're being animated on video, and you're more likely to have more success overall if you just focus on nailing the videos and being great on YouTube, rather than trying to, be everywhere and, hey, I'll just rip that audio. I haven't seen a podcast that's successful that does that. And it's for a reason, because when you create a podcast, it's a production. You need to create it with the listener in mind. I mean, would you create a radio show that was just ripped audio from a TV show? Let's talk about talk radio. Let's say it's the 90s, right? Would Oprah Winfrey just pull the audio from her show and make it into a talk radio show? No, because talk radio has its own format. It's produced for talk radio. So podcasting is no different. So you really want to focus on a platform. Really go to town. And if you want to move on to another platform later on, go ahead, but give your best effort on one platform, build an audience, build some credibility so all the YouTubers would watch your video, or all the podcasters that love podcasts and they're connoisseurs of podcasts. They find you and they fall in love with you. That's where they find you, because you are doubling down. There's another argument, this is one that Seth Godin makes, is that you should have one place outside your website that people can find you. It's the only place they can find you. They have to go there, and therefore all the traffic goes to this one place, and you have the best chances of success. You have the best chances because, say, for example, you have 10,000 people that are interested in you, but you're on 5 different platforms. That means on average, you'll have about 2,000, give or take, on each platform. Now, if you only had one platform, let's say, for example, that's podcasting, and that's the only way somebody can consume content outside your website, then all 10,000 would be on that podcast platform. They would be on iTunes. And therefore, your credibility, your growth, and your prominence in that platform is going to be really strong. 2,000 versus 10,000. It's fivefold, right? So I love this concept of just really focusing on one platform. Now remember, there's a science of every platform. There's a methodology to being very good at Twitter, being very good on Facebook, being very good on Snapchat. And it takes time to learn that, to learn how to leverage that platform properly. Same thing with podcasting or YouTube. So you might as well take that time and focus in on one platform and being a master at that and having the best chances of success with that content on that platform. Now, another argument for this point is time is limited. You don't have that much time. You're running a business. You're building your website. You're building content for the website. You're creating the content for the platform you're putting out there. Yes, there's automated tools like Buffer and things like that can help you out. But if you're going to engage people on Twitter, on Facebook, on Snapchat, you're going to go back and forth personally with people and build relationships, that's going to take time. That's the right way to do it. If you're going to record videos or do a podcast, it's going to take time to build that actual production, to actually create the episodes, to have them edited, to market those episodes, all that stuff, right? But the point here is you have a limited amount of time as a business owner. Marketing and content marketing is just one piece of the puzzle. You have finance, you have sales, you have managing your team, you have hiring, you have firing, you have a whole bunch of other things you need to worry about. And yes, there are many things you can outsource, but many of them you can't because you are the leader of this business. You need to lead. You need to take decisions on different things. So now that I said to you that you don't need to be everywhere, doesn't that feel so much better? For me, it does. For me, it makes me feel like, yes, now I can just focus on one thing right now. For the next 6 months, I'm going to dominate my market in this area. If I'm a financial advisor, I'm going to dominate YouTube and be the financial advisor for the next 6 months to a year and create the best content and build my following. After that, I can evaluate. I can then double down and do 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to build my audience on YouTube. If I'm interested in podcasting later on, I can do that. But there's a sense of relief when you can just focus and do something and build something around one platform. That word build means a lot. And it's really hard to build when your efforts are spread so thin. Guys, I got more on today's topic, but before that, let me give love to today's sponsor, Host Papa. One of the decisions you need to make as an entrepreneur is choosing the right web host for your website, for your business website. You want to make sure it can grow with you. You want to make sure that it's flexible. You want to make sure that it has the support you need. Host Papa is a complete turnkey solution that makes it easy for small business owners, digital entrepreneurs, and freelancers to get a website up and running in no time. Host Papa literally has everything your business needs, including lightning fast servers, professional email, automated website backups, cutting-edge security, hundreds of cloud-based productivity tools, and a whole lot more. There's no limit to how awesome your website can be with Host Papa. They have some really cool drag and drop features to build your website. They have one-click WordPress installs, so you can have your business website up and running today. Plus, Host Papa's got affordable pricing and award-winning support that's available via chat, phone, or email 24/7, 365. That's great. And if you need extra help, they'll even give you a free dedicated 30-minute one-on-one training session with one of their experts. No other web host does that. And there's no risk because Host Papa offers an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you already have a website hosted somewhere else, they'll even migrate your website to Host Papa for free. If you're a small business owner, digital entrepreneur, or freelancer, visit hostpapa.com/MBA and check out what our friends at Host Papa have to offer. And because they're fans of the podcast and they love the $100 MBA show, they're offering an exclusive discount, 15% off new shared hosting accounts. Just enter code MBA at checkout and receive 15% off. That's hostpapa.com/MBA and use code MBA to get 15% off powerful, reliable, secure website hosting for you as a small business owner. All right, to wrap up today's lesson, I want you to give this a think after this episode. I want you to just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to sit down, maybe grab a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, whatever you like, and think about it. What platform do you really want to just double down on? Where do you want to share your content? Where you want to build relationships? Where you want to kind of connect with your audience off your website? Are you a video person? Is YouTube the place to go? Do you think podcasting is the way to go for you? Do you love the audio format? Do you want to have quick, engaging conversations on Twitter? Are you more of a Facebook person? Or is your business more geared toward photos, whether you're an artist or a chef, or you're selling cupcakes? Maybe Instagram is the way to go. The point here is that choose a platform that you feel like you want to commit to for a good 12 months and really learn that platform and really dedicate all your time to master that platform and be on it and build your own following in that niche, in whatever niche you're in, whether it's catering, food, exercise, whatever it is. You want to be the yoga person on Instagram? Go ahead. If you want to be the financial advisor person on Snapchat, be that person. Double down. Think about what you want to do and go all in. Once you've kind of built that momentum and you have that following, you can either choose to keep going forward, or if you want to try something new, go ahead. But remember, you don't have to spread yourself thin. You don't have to do 10 million things. You don't have to be on every single platform. In fact, that can hurt you. All right, that wraps up today's lesson. I hope you loved it. If you did, let us know in an iTunes rating and review. It takes 2 minutes to give us a rating and review on iTunes. If you're on an iPhone, any kind of Apple device, click on the cover art. You'll see a link that says give us a rating and review. Click on that link. The rest is super simple. If you're on any other device, just go to 100mba.net/show. On the bottom of the page, there's some instructions on how to leave us a review. Remember, everybody who leaves us an iTunes rating and review enters our weekly random draw to win a lifetime membership to the $100 MBA training and community. Every Friday, somebody wins a free ride. We call it Free Ride Friday. It's our way to give back and say thanks. All right, before I go, I want to leave you with this. One of the best things I did for our business and my career as an entrepreneur is really focus and double down on a platform, which was podcasting, which is this podcast. I mean, we're over 700 episodes strong, been doing it for over 2 years now. We've grown our audience and we're continuing to grow because of that focus, because of that consistency, because of the commitment of being in that world and trying to be, having our own name in business in podcasting. I don't think I would be able to have that kind of growth if I try to spread myself thin and be everywhere. As much as I really want to be on YouTube, I really do want to be on YouTube. I want to really have a great video presence. I just don't have the time. I would have to give up the show. That's the honest truth. So if I want to make that decision, I need to be ready to let go of the show to move on to another platform. For me, that's just not going to happen anytime soon. So this is just my decision to just double down on this platform. And it's been great for the business. And it's just been great for me as an entrepreneur, growing and knowing the audience, you, the listener. It's been fantastic, a great experience. All right, I'll check you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for listening. I'll see you then. Take care.
Can you get back here?